Welcome back to Strongman Personal Finance, everybody. We got a special video today. I'm going to give you my amazing master plan. That's right. My master plan for how I'm going to invest and deal with my finances in 2024. So what do we have here? What is this first thing? This is the amount of money that I owe on a car that I purchased because I have two children and I have to haul them around everywhere. And it's a pain in the butt. Now, when it comes to personal finance, you got to prioritize certain things. Sometimes it's better to pay off high interest debt. Sometimes it's better to increase your savings account. There's always a situation where some things are smarter than others. In my current situation that I have right now, I have a fully funded emergency fund. I have a good amount of cash sitting in an emergency savings account collecting those juicy short-term yields. I don't have any high interest debt. I don't have any student loans. I don't have any credit card balances that I roll month to month. I am able to focus on maxing tax advantage accounts and not paying off early low interest debt. That's right. Despite what people like Dave Ramsey tell you, I do not think you should pay off low interest debt as quickly as possible. Now, I do make bi-weekly payments on this auto loan. Why is that? Because I can pay it off a little bit faster, because why not? But I'm not trying to pay this off as rapidly as possible. So I currently owe $17,600 on the car that I purchased. And I got a bi-weekly payment of $259. And my interest rate is, I think, 2.5, something like that. Some insanely low interest rate. Now, let's think about this for a minute. If I owe $17,600 on a van, and I could literally sell investments right now and pay this off if I really wanted to, what would happen if there was a bull market? Let's say I took $17,600 out of my taxable mutual fund, and I paid off the van. And then there's a bull market. Well, that $17,600, if there was a bull market in the stock market, could quickly go to like 25,000. I mean, maybe in an insane bull market, even 30,000. But you would have such massive opportunity cost. You have to consider what's better. Paying the car off so you save the interest rate, because that's all you're saving is the interest rate. And I'd be saving 2.5, which is lower than inflation. Or should I keep the money invested? And in my humble opinion, despite what the investing genius Dave Ramsey says, I'm going to continue to pay off this car slowly but surely and focus on keeping my money invested. So hopefully if there's a bull market, I make a ton of money. Okay? That's my first thing I want to show you right here. I also have a mortgage. And you can see right here, I have a 2.89% interest rate and an unpaid balance of $234,000. Now, a lot of you people will be like, well, Dave Ramsey, go stop mutual funds, pay off your mortgage quickly. 100% disagree. Once again, my mortgage interest rate is so insanely low, below inflation, that I'm just going to pay the minimum. I don't even make an extra payment on my mortgage because I would rather focus on keeping my money invested in every freaking company in the world. Okay? So these are my two main debt balances. I have this mortgage, which is secured by a house, and then I have this auto loan, which I hate car debt personally, but this was just something I had to do because I needed more than a Ford Fiesta to drive my kids around. But that's basically all the debt I have. Now, I do have credit card balances, but I pay them off in full every month, so I don't need to worry about it. And once I pay off this car, guess what? I'm not buying a new one. So once that $17,500 goes to zero, that's right. I don't have any more auto debt, and all I have is a mortgage. Okay, and this will free up a lot of cash flow. And you know what I'm gonna do with this cash flow? Do you know what I'm gonna do with the $259 that I pay bi-weekly? I'm gonna invest it. That's right. That's gonna be an extra $540, $20 that I can throw into VT. And yes, I will be doing that. Okay, and I can't wait for that beautiful day. Now, what are my other plans? So once again, I've got low interest debt. I don't have any high interest debt. I have a fully funded emergency fund. I don't have any massive expenses coming up that I have to plan for to put into taxable accounts, at least that I know of. What am I doing with the rest of my money in 2024? Well, there's these things called tax advantage accounts, specifically The IRA and the 401k. Now, there is the HSA. I don't use it. I don't like it. And that's for another video. But I like to max my IRA, my individual retirement account, and my 401k. Why? Because they have tax benefits. That's it. That's what these are for. They help save you taxes, theoretically. So, what I'm going to do next year, I fully funded emergency savings. I don't need any money in a taxable investment. I don't need this money until I retire. This is a long, and I mean long, not what you see. You clowns think long term is like, I bought a stock and then I sold it in 2 years. Long term, bro. My long term investments, I'm not joking, 30, 40, 50 years. That's how long I'm thinking, because I'll probably be alive, hopefully, another 50 years. And some of the VT and investments that I buy now, I'm gonna hold, and I'll probably die holding them. That's right. I will never sell VT unless I need it for actual retirement income. Okay? So when I think about a long-term investment, if I'm not gonna sell this and not need this money for decades, I might as well put it into a tax advantage account. Now, if you need the money, let's say you need the money in 5 years or 10 years, and you're 30, yeah, you should probably keep it in a taxable account. But if you put money inside a tax advantage account and you don't need it till you're 59 and a half, you might as well put it in the tax advantage account. So for 2024, the IRA, the Roth IRA, which means you pay taxes up front, once the money goes in there, it grows forever without ever paying taxes again. If I invest $1,000 in an IRA and it grows to $1 billion, a Roth IRA, I can take all that $1 billion of profit out and not pay a single dime of tax. If you had that in a traditional IRA, you would get nuked taking that money out. You would pay the highest tax bracket taking that money out. The Roth IRA is so much better. I don't care what people say. But I'm going to try to max my IRA. So what I'm going to do is in 2024, the limit is $7,000. If you can't save more than $7,000, why are you doing anything other than an IRA or a 401k if you get a match? Somebody please explain to me why you're buying individual stocks in a taxable account if you don't have the money to do this. Now, if you have enough money to max your IRA, and we're going to look at the 401k in a second, you have enough money to max your 401k. And if you have a spouse, same thing for them. So you should be maxing your spouse's IRA and your spouse's 401k on top of yours if you don't need the money till you're 59 and a half. If you don't have enough money to do that, why are you buying in a taxable account? And why are you buying individual stocks? You should be investing in your IRA and buying total market index funds and holding them for decades. That is it. I don't want to hear any, but Palantir, shut up. I don't care. Okay? So, I'm going to invest because the limit's $7,000 in 2024. I'm going to put $7,000. Now, if you're 50 or older, you actually get a little catch-up contribution. You can do $8,000 total. This is powerful. $7K a year in an IRA in a total market index. If you just do this and nothing else, you're going to be better than 95% of Americans. You don't have to spend a single second looking at individual stocks. Okay, that's just my personal opinion. So this is my priority. I want to max out this IRA, and then I'm going to focus on maxing my 401k. So I have a 401k plan at my job, and I also have one for my business, which is YouTube. So what I can do is I can save up to, I can personally, as the employee, put in $23,000. This does not include the match. The match is in addition. That's the employee and employer contribution. So really, your employer can match a lot if they want. They really can. I can put personally, without any considering matches, $23,000 in there. And my employer can match, what, $47,000 if they really wanted to? For a total of $69,000. And if you're 50 or older, you can put in an additional $7,500. Tell me how many people can save $23,000 plus $7,000, so $30,000. Who's really investing $30,000 a year? Really? Do you see what I'm saying, people? You should be only putting money in your tax advantage accounts. That's it. Now, what am I going to be buying in my tax advantage accounts? Well, there's two. So I have a 401k, a personal 401k that is attributable to my business. I'm going to be buying the Vanguard Total World Stock Index Fund. Why? Because I can do automatic contributions. Now, maybe they're changing things, but the last I heard, you can't automatically invest into an ETF. Otherwise, I would. But with a mutual fund, like the Total World Index Fund, you can do that with automatic contributions. So I'm going to automatically buy this. And that's it. I'm just going to hold it forever. Oh, it's the market's at all-time highs, bro. Who cares? The market's always at all-time highs. But what about the Fed cutting rates? You're not selling for 30 years, bro. Who cares? 40 years. Who cares? Depending on your age. Doesn't matter. This is all I'm going to be buying. This is it. Okay, I'm 34, and I don't need any bonds at this point. If bonds aren't risk-free, I'm just going to buy this and hold it. That's it. Now, I may, in my IRA, at Fidelity, because my IRA is at Fidelity, I'll also be buying VT, which is the ETF version. This is the same freaking thing, except this trades on an exchange, dated or, moment to moment. This is a mutual fund that settles at the end of the day. That's all. This is all I'm buying. Simple as that. I don't need any other crap. I don't need any small cap value tilts. I don't need any other garbage. I'm buying this and I'm reinvesting my dividends inside my tax advantage accounts. Now, if you have a 401k and you don't have VTWAX, you can construct an equivalent ETF or equivalent investment. It's not hard. Okay, it's basically 60% total U.S. market, 40% international. That's it. Index funds, total market index funds, are as close as you can possibly get. Now, lump sum versus dollar cost averaging, which is people are like, oh, I don't know what to do. Basically, I'm a lump sum investor. Here's how I operate. I have my savings and anything excess. So I have my savings and I pay my bills. Anything excess gets immediately chucked into VT. I got a little bonus from work this year. VT, straight, not even thinking about it. If I get any extra money that I don't need, immediately gets invested. That's it. Okay? If you're sitting on like investments, or you're like sitting on 10K and you're like, I'm going to wait to buy this and it's a perfect time. And you don't need to sell it for 20, 30 years. What are you doing? Just invest the money and leave it for 20 or 30 years. Now it's a different story if you need the money in like 5 years or less. But if you have a super long time horizon, just put the freaking money in. Okay? I mean, obviously it's your choice, or you do whatever's comfortable with you. But me personally, if let's say I got like a $10,000 bonus, I wish, I would without a thought, I would immediately throw it into VT. Not even without a thought. Simple as that. Okay? So that's my plan for 2024. All these other clowns on YouTube, well, I'm going to short this sector and buy this sector. This is how you actually build wealth, okay? If you put 7K in an IRA, 23K in a 401K, and you focus on making more money, you're good. It's really that simple, okay? Talk to you later. Cheers.